I say here at Kajun Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it with no problem. I got an offer. I got the dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars. Let them have it. You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it.
Hello? Hello? Anybody there? Hello? How y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello, and welcome. I thought it'd be a little funny this morning on the camera. First, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you today. Thank you for spending your time and coming and being with us on the show this morning. Again, this is just basically the continuation of every day, but being thankful for what we can and can't have for this day. So I first want to go around and say hello to everyone. And the first in the morning show today is Miss Marion. So she gets that pie point. Hello, 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 and welcome to even Queen Cleopatra. Hello, hello, and good morning. Marini, hello, and good morning. Mr. Brandon, Lego Man of the Midwest. Hello, hello, and welcome. Robert's here already this morning. Yeah, he's up, ready to go today. Wendy, hello, hello, and welcome. Good morning, good morning. Alexis, hello, hello, and good morning to you as well. Miss Carol's Corner, hello, hello, how are you doing? Welcome. Mara from Buying Spaces, hello, hello, and welcome. And everybody's just wishing everyone a happy little Thanksgiving. Good morning to Maggie Doodle, hello, hello, and welcome. Kathy from Kathy's Corner says, just stopped in to wish you and your family a happy Thanksgiving day. Well, thank you so much, and I wish the same for you and your family. Be safe and have fun and enjoy the day. Let's see here. Ooh, chat and flew here. Good morning. Suzanne's Chronicle. Hello, Susanna. Good morning. Hello, and welcome. Miss Iris, hello, hello, and welcome. Good morning, good morning. Hello to Miss Joyce. Hello, hello, and welcome, and good morning to you as well. There's Miss Marion right back and commenting in the chat. What are you cooking today? Today's menu, I am going to be doing a video for each dish that I am cooking as per requested by someone who's been watching my shows on the cooking channel. So the first thing I'll be doing is the pumpkin roll cream cheese stuffed cookies. And the reason I do that first is because there's a little bit longer steps than anything there. And you have to let things chill for 30 minutes. And so that'll be one item. And then I'm doing a turkey breast. I'm doing mashed potatoes and gravy. I am also doing, instead of sweet potatoes, like the traditional, I am doing it with the butternut squash with pecans, no marshmallows on top. And also I'm doing a dirty rice, a Cajun style dirty rice. And so I will be making a video for each one of those dishes today. Let's see. Miss Moon Goddess Treasures. Hello, hello, and welcome. Good morning, Mr. Adam at Adam's Record Crate. Johnny, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your cranberry sauce. We're not doing cranberry sauce this year because it's only Rob and I. So, yeah, we just doing it simple and easy today. Hello, Kat, the Nurse Flipper. Hello, hello, welcome, and happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. I also, if y'all, I know some of y'all have caught it already. Wheels and Deals, hello, hello, and good morning. So good to see you. Hillary Shelby, my best BBF from New Orleans. Hello, hello, and welcome, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I hope everything's going well with the weather down there. Diamond West, hello, hello, and welcome. Good morning to each and every one of you. Did you get your cup? Yes, and I don't know if you know, Kat, but I did a video last week with a care package video, and I did give you a shout out along with the video part of me opening that package. So thank you so much. Good morning, Dawn's channel. Hello, hello, and welcome. Everybody's coming in saying hello. Also, I don't know if y'all know yet, but I did put out a video this morning. It was more of a thank you and why I am thankful for this Thanksgiving Day and what I'm thankful for, and for my 1-year anniversary, which will be this Saturday, for being 1 year here on YouTube in this YouTube community. I did do a little small video. It was under 15 minutes. And so it was more of a thank you and more of a before and after, like then and now. I did do some clips from my very first video I ever did, and I'd have the link in the description bar below. That way you can actually go see how bad that first video was compared to now. It was fun putting it together, though. So yes, that came out this morning. So hopefully y'all can go see it. I do have some comments and things already within the first 15 minutes. I think there was like 16 views already. So that was a pretty good video this morning. I started watching that one, but for the AM and you went live. Okay. But yeah, that's the one I also gave you a shout out and definitely send that video. But thank you so much. That was really nice of you, and I love them. You are so close for your anniversary. You were so close for our anniversary. My 1 year is on Wednesday. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, mine's going to be this Saturday. I caught it. Congrats. Thank you, Alexis. Oh, it's weird that she can't hear me now because it's not that close. I forgot. I moved Alexis away from my desk, so when I say it all the time, it usually goes off. So I got her on the other end of the room. Let's see here. Let me get this link. This way y'all can come on and same thing. Even this week, December 2nd, I post my first video. Oh, cool. So yeah, we were close together. Yep, I just started a year ago. Last year was on Thanksgiving Day. This year it's actually 2 days after. And I just posted the link. If you'd like to come on and comment, talk about your channel, talk about your platforms, any questions, you're more than welcome. There's the link. Just saw Mavis said, hello, and welcome. Good morning to you too. Gobble, gobble. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, same to you and your family. Paul, hello. Good morning and safe Thanksgiving to you and yours. Yes, we're staying home. I'm cooking a smaller dinner than usual, but I'm keeping it simple, and that way I can also do the videos of what I'm cooking as well. Well, look who's not in school today. Brandon, hello. How you doing?
Good, I'm doing great.
I love the new camera.
I know, I love it too.
I bet your mom does too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. My birthday is tomorrow, so I'll remember your anniversary the day. Oh, well, happy birthday. I don't sing like Victoria, so yeah, I just will say happy birthday and be safe. Let's see. Mavis Dawn says, thank you so much for coming to my auction last night. We had a great having you. It was actually fun because I was finally able to catch your auction last night. So we were kind of like bouncing around to different channels, just kind of give everybody love and support. And so that was why we went in there for a little bit and had a good time. Lady Luck Junk, Miss Danica, hello, and welcome. Thank you, Joe. Okay, and then we got Tim, hello, and welcome. Tim Powell says, happy turkey day, big gang. Everybody saying hello. So what's going on your end in your neck of the woods today?
With me?
Yes.
Nothing much. Can't really have Thanksgiving because, family's scared of COVID. But,
right.
Yeah, we're just going to have my aunt and uncle over and just have a big meal and have leftovers for like 8 days.
Kevin says, hello, Kevin from Never Ending Saga. He says, I'm Johnny. I am popular. I have moon pies. Blah, blah, blah. And by the way, Kevin will be running his live all day, even though the show may end today when I'm done with this morning show. If you would like to go in and just talk and have fun and comment or whatever you like to do, Kevin will be doing his live all day long. And basically, you can go in and tell him hello or talk to someone, go live with him. But he will be running his live show all day today. Let's see. There's Flipper, Lady Luck Junk. Mavis, hello, and welcome. Good morning. Don't forget to put your links in the chat for your channel and or your platforms you sell on. Drifter Thrifter. I haven't seen that one in a while. How you doing today? Black Friday, y'all. Yes, tomorrow. Yep. I don't go for that. I don't know about y'all, but I don't. That is not my forte and cup of tea. Wow, he's got 166 subs and 117 videos. Wow. Definitely check out Drifter Thrifter. I'm giving a moderator link and go ahead and put your link in the chat. I am subscribed, and do I have the notifications on? Do I? No, I don't. Oh, there we go. No, I do. Definitely check everyone's channel out, and make sure you give the little bell notification so you don't miss anything. Let's see. Little Debbie says, Johnny, hello, and good morning. I want to say congratulations and happy anniversary to you. Kindness, sweetness, best, most helpful. Thank you so much, Little Debbie. You do it all, and we're also thankful for you. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me, and that's one of the reasons why I keep doing this, and that's why I figured I'd do the now and then kind of thing on the video I put out this morning for y'all. So yeah, let's see. After starts after you. Okay, Kevin, thank you. We'll have to keep putting your link in the chat to let everybody know to go subscribe to you and also check out your live the rest of the day if someone's going to be by themselves. Another thing we were talking about yesterday, for those who may be alone or don't have anyone to be with for Thanksgiving, maybe you can reach out for someone else who, even if it's maybe a family member, a friend from YouTube, or anyone on Facebook. And Zoom is giving away today on their live. Anytime you do a video today, they're not making you do only a 45 minutes. They're taking the time away to where you can have it as long as you want when you're having virtual dinners with someone. So that's another thought you can do, to be with others that you would like to be with and have them have a virtual meal with you. So that way you can spend some time with somebody that is going to be alone as well. Okay, driving now, listen. Well, thank you, Danica. Be careful on that road. Just got back from a 75% off toy set. What? Cooking green bean casserole. Cool.
My Dollar Generals don't even have 75% off.
I don't know. I don't really go to the ones here because there's not too many around us here. Kevin says you can even tell Kevin to suck a bag of Richards. Okay. Hello, Callie. That was just off the wall squirrel. Never ending saga. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. That's Miss Joyce. Paul says nice online shopping now. Oh, okay, cool. Jennifer, hello, and welcome. Oh, wait. There we go. Thanksgiving to each and every one of y'all. Don't forget to put your links in the chat. I've been doing daily videos lately. Well, that'll explain why you got so many videos. That's a good thing. I need to catch up on some of your videos. It's Carol.
I would have joined your bingo on Monday, but I had a doctor's appointment. So. Right.
Well, it's every Monday at 5 o'clock. It's been growing to where we get more and more people every Monday. As long as you're there, if you happen to come in late, as long as we're still having games going on, you're more than welcome to come in and join the game, as long as you put your numbers in the chat. And when you come in, if we're in the middle of a game, you'll just be eligible to play the next available game. Let's see. Jennifer. Callie says, I have a tiger with me. I'm good. Thank you. Okay. And so what you got planned for the day with your family, Brandon?
We're gonna eat later in the day and probably watch a movie.
I hear that. So how long you have out of school for this week, for the holidays?
We have until Monday. Monday we go back. Now it's going to be different probably because we'll probably be on a hybrid model, I'm guessing, just because people went to see their families and who knows if they caught COVID or not.
Right.
So but on the Christmas side, we don't get 4 days off, we get 2 weeks off.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of tie it into New Year's also.
Right. Brittany Brands, hello, and welcome. Good morning to you as well. Where you at? There you go. So like every time I'm trying to follow the chat, it flies on me. 20-minute bin records t-shirt sales tonight. Yes, don't forget. Adam has a 20. He does usually every Thursday. It's a 20-minute buy it now record and t-shirt sale. He does every Thursday. Tonight he'll be having it, and it's always just 20 minutes. So don't miss it, so you can get some good deals. Mara, hello, and welcome. Sleep through the bingo. Yeah, some people do. So it's every Monday at 5. So if you can maybe get a cat nap in the afternoon, you can catch it. Miss Mara from Buying Spaces, hello, and welcome. We are thrifters in the small Australian town. We travel around to small town. Oh, cool. So definitely check out each other's channel. Don't forget to put your links in the channel, of your channel in the chat. Whoa. And don't forget to put any platforms you sell on. And if you don't do content, but you sell on a particular platform, don't forget to put that in the chat so everybody can check you out, as far as those who may be new at it and don't know what to put or what to buy when they're sourcing. And that helps others to find what you have that maybe they didn't think about. A great job last night. I was very impressed. Susanna. Oh, that's Brittany. Let's see, Brittany. We were listening yesterday to a podcast, and one of the topics was about Britney Spears, but it had to do with her Britney brand situation. And I thought about Brittany the whole time they were talking about it. It's like, that sounds like little Brittany brands. Alexa's Love Choice. All righty. Yeah, if you haven't checked out my video this morning, I did put one out this morning. So it's more of a thank you now and then from when I first did my first video till now. Kind of ran it together as a little quick type video. Definitely check it out for me. Leave some comments. I already have several comments already, so I did check and make sure to check that as well. And I put a link to the very first video I ever did. You can tell I was definitely reading off of a page of some notes. Now I just go with the flow. All right, so the link is in the top part of the chat in the blue bar. If you're interested in wanting to come on and have any conversation, also let us know what you're thankful for today. I did my video in reference to that. Again, I'm thankful for what I have and what I don't have. I know that sounds ridiculous, but for me, that's how I look at it every year. So it's a blessing not to have everything that you think you might want or need, but it is a blessing of what you do have. Britney Spears has a new record coming out next month. I sold many of them. Yeah, so we heard that about that on the podcast yesterday. Rob and I went to a road trip and we came back. Who, not me. Not Paul. What? You feeling okay? How's Sandy doing this morning? Putting up with that turkey of the house. So how's Miss Nancy doing today, Brandon?
Doing good.
That is good.
She's the cook, so, you know, she has to be upstairs cooking the food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's like our Gordon Ramsay of the family.
Well, hello and good morning. How are you doing, Nate?
Good morning. It's morning here as well.
Yes.
About 1:20 a.m.
Oh, okay. So you're one of those night owls.
Some nights, yes.
Yeah. We'll go back and watch your video. Thank you so much, Dawn. Wings of Love. Hello, and welcome and good morning. Dollars, God bless me, awaken for every. Yes, that is so true. So how are things going in your neck of the woods on the other side of the pond?
We're about to enter a heat wave here, so we're not looking forward to that. Like,
ouch.
The 100, 110 degrees is, you know, for your temperatures, as you call them. So, yeah, not looking forward to that. Everyone's like, oh, but it's winter here. It's sad. It's like, but we love that weather.
Don't forget to put your link in the chat so everybody can check your channel out. I've been watching some of your videos from lately when I first got the notification that I might enjoy your videos, and I have. And so it's glad that you came on so that way everybody can see a face with a name. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and if you can, go ahead and put your link in the chat so everybody can check out your channel as well and subscribe to you.
Oh, was that to me? Sorry.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to talk about your channel and let everybody know a little bit about you because they may not know of you. Like I said, I have been watching your channel. I do need to catch up on a lot of your videos, but let everybody know who you are and make sure you drop your link in the chat.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to get back to the chat because I'm on the phone now, so I
That's
don't know.
fine.
Last time I did that, I dropped out. I'm a full-time eBay seller in Australia. I've just got back into it the last couple of months. I actually left my work because got sick of working for the man, and I was able financially to have a go at it. So we try to put up videos, if not every day, every other day, and try to hit up as many different adventures. And eventually we have plans. The name Drifter Thrifters was actually based on that we want to get it out in our caravan and travel around the outback, because we truly believe that the small towns is where you find the gems. That's where you find the awesome stuff. So we'll go to the bigger cities and go to the thrift stores there and walk out with 5 things, whereas we'll go to a small town in the middle of nowhere and walk out with $200 worth of stock. So we want to show that to people that this is where the gold is. This is where you need to get out of the cities.
Right.
Plus, it's fun. It's fun to.
What is the? How long have you been doing it?
On and off, I've been reselling myself for over 20 years. So, just getting back into it full time now and really enjoying and getting those old juices flowing and relearning stuff that I know. It's a very different eBay world, especially compared to when I was around like 10 years ago. I was running about 600 auctions a week. that's when auctions were like the capital, the big thing, the big ticket on eBay. That was why people went to eBay, was auctions and all that. So it's a very different landscape now, having just stuff sitting there on buy it now and just waiting for sales to come and offers and all that. So it's very different. It's a lot easier in that regards, whereas running that many auctions and having to pack that many items, and that was before those nice Dymo label things came out. So I was sitting there handwriting like 200 addresses on a Monday morning. So, it's a very...
Hello and welcome and good morning to Kelly, the Ecom Mom. There was a couple of comments here, and I also saw Kelly. Where else? Jennifer came in. Hello to welcome each and every one of you. No, I can't find it. Buying space is doing. Oh, right here, Robert the trucker. Hello. Good morning, Robert. Good to see you in the chat this morning. So, what got you into doing it? And are you a full timer or a part timer?
I'm a full timer now. My wife and I were going to start doing it together actually, and then we're out thrifting one day, and she got a call. Like, we're in a nearby town about an hour away, and she got a call for an interview for a job out of nowhere. And so we traveled back through, and next thing, like, she started the next day. So that's been an adjustment, that it's a me thing now, but it also takes even less pressure off, knowing she's got her own money. She's okay with that. She can buy the things that she wants and do that. And like for me, at the very base of what I do, like I early on when I was making videos and all that, I always focused on the $30 a day. So I always, if I profit $30 a day, that means I pay for all our bills in our house.
Oh wow!
So that was a calculation I did. So like anything above that is gravy, but as long as I can contribute enough that I'm paying the phone, the electricity, the insurance, all those things, then
the necessities.
Then I feel like I'm contributing. So So it's just growing at the moment because I'm slowly getting back on eBay. How they restrict you early on and only like give you little bits of listings and all that. So I think I'm up to 150 now, and I think the first of the month I'll get some through, and then I've got to apply to get some more listings. So probably around the 3rd or 4th of December I'll have about 300 listings. So then I'll have to list like crazy over a 24-hour period just to get as many listings out there, because like over here Australia Post has basically told people if you don't order by the 10th of December it won't be there for Christmas. I think that's the date that they've sort of put on it. So so I'll have to get as many, but it's mainly like at the moment I'm sort of just focusing on media. Stuff that's easy to list, easy to post, and then I can start working on my crazy big death piles when in the new year.
So is there any particular product that you stick with when sourcing?
My absolute favorite category to source when I'm out there is anything I can make a profit on.
That is cool. Yeah.
I do not have any, like it doesn't matter what it is. I'll if I can scan it and look it up and it looks like it's worth something, then I'll do it.
I hear that. Robert says he's going to be putting out content. He only has 9 subs right now, and I'm number 10. So let's see if we can get him some subs so we can be getting some videos out. Hello, and welcome to Turkey Birthday Boy of the Day. Here's Paul.
How are you?
Hello. Good morning.
I feel Robert there getting that start. It's really hard.
I'm sorry, what?
I was just saying that I feel Robert there getting the start is really hard.
Yeah.
And everyone's got to support each other. Like him being at 10, like people like so he can look at someone like me and go, wow, you've got 165. So you can help the people below you just as well as you can support the people above you as well. So get in there and look at those smaller channels and all that, and that's when you can make a more personal connection with someone.
Nurse Flip, that's Kat. She's 36 away from her 4,000 subs.
Wow.
Tomorrow's her birthday, so let's see if we can help her get to that 4,000 as a birthday gift for her.
Nice.
There's the link.
Hey Paul, did your name just say Moon Pie Pauly?
I think so. I think Johnny named me that. He dubbed me Moon Pie Polly.
I invented a new belt. It's made
And
up.
who is the person next to me?
I'm sorry, what?
Nate. Okay, hi Nate.
Drift Thrifter. He's from Australia.
Australia, that's cool.
Yes.
Nate, so I have a question. Because I don't know if anybody else has, but Sandy and I have been enthralled with watching The Crown. Does the Queen of England still rule in Australia?
Not rule, no. Like, she's on our currency, and people sort of care about what the royals do and all that. But I don't think I read something a little while ago about, like, we have a Governor General, which is basically the Queen's representative in our government, like our government, our Parliament sort of thing. And I don't think they've made any sort of significant effect on our laws for about 40 years or something. So they're kind of there, but they're not.
Well, because one of the last episodes, we were binge watching, and they went to Australia, and I didn't know that she had power over there. I didn't even know she had power in South Africa. And I was just amazed, the stuff that you learn about, although how do you tell how much is truth and how much is fiction?
Right. Adam from Record Crate asks us a question to you, Nate. Have you heard of the band called The Chat?
No, I haven't. And I think last night there's actually the Australian Recording Industry Awards, or the ARIAs as they call it. And my wife and I, we watched the news and they went through all the winners and all that. And yeah, we didn't know any of them. We're getting old. It was like, okay, that's never heard of them. No.
Well, Adam has several record shops, and he does record and vinyl in the morning on his talk show every morning.
Well, it's amazing that the CDs and all that people like. I've got a second part of a video putting up of me going around to garage sales, because last weekend we had a thing called the Garage Sale Trail in Australia. So there was garage sales advertised all over the country.
Oh wow!
And a lot of the sales I went to, if people had a whole bunch of DVDs, video games, CDs, and all that, like, I would just say, how much for all of it?
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
I don't like mucking around, and also the amount of times that you get back and you start scanning them, and that one you wouldn't have picked up separately is the one that surprises you. So That's how you learn, and also that's how you gain the most from it, because you're paying less for the ones that you might have got anyway. And you'll discover something, and then forever now that anytime you're in an op shop or a markets or a yard sale and all that, you'll see it again and just be like, I know that one.
We have another question for you, Nate from Virginia. She says, Nate, have you ever heard of Brother, an Australian band from Perth?
No, I haven't. Sorry. The new music that I listen to pretty much every year is Eurovision. I look forward to that, and that's where I get my new artists every year, and that's about it. Like, I've sort of stopped watching the charts when it sort of got dominated by the Kanye Wests and that of the world.
Right.
I love me some hip hop and rap and all that, but yeah, just.
How many miles was that, or did you drive for that sale?
Well, in the video I put up, I think it was 2 days ago. I should have done a map for it, but I didn't save the map, and then it was all over and I missed out. But you could pull up a map to see where all the garage sales were, and you could zoom in and all that. And there was like a 90-minute circle around my city of none.
Oh wow!
So I had to drive to the city. Like, you've all heard of Canberra, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Canberra is the largest inland city in Australia. I went to Toowoomba, which is the second largest inland city in Australia. So I think they had about 60 or 70. And like by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, people were starting to close up. And it's like, you do get that there's like 60 sales. Like, we can't get to them all before.
It was just 1 day? Was it just 1 day?
It was 2 days, but we actually had a local markets here on the Sunday, so that's why I didn't bother. I could have gone south to some about 90 minutes away as well, but then I thought I'd rather go somewhere where people are putting out fresh stuff rather than you know, the second day. But it was like I was going to like sales at 1:30 and 2 o'clock, and still finding, you know, I found an Australian Wallabies jersey for $5 at the last sale I was at, and so they'd been sitting there for 6 hours,
right?
And yeah, I just listed it tonight. It's right over there. I've been listing a little. I do eBay, but I also do Depop as well. So that's where I've got a lot of clothing listed up.
Oh, that's cool.
But,
so that sale is probably equivalent to the world's longest yard sale, which starts in Alabama all the way up to Ohio. It must be equivalent to that.
Is that what do they call that? The
127, the Route 127 sale. I did that one year.
People register just all over the country, and they try to put them into blocks and all that. So yeah, like if I would have gone to Brisbane city is about 2.5 hours away, there was probably about 5 times as many. But there's only so many you can get to. Like, yes, I could have been driving less between each one, that I could have gone to a lot more, but I'd rather hit up the medium-sized city and hopefully get more, whereas I'm sure in the bigger cities it's a lot more garage sales, but it would have been a lot more competition as well.
Right.
So you got to sort of weigh up all those.
Record Crate have another question for you. He wants to know, have you ever heard of the Men at Work?
Yes, I've heard of the Men at Work, yes. they loved being underarm ball there, just so it was one that I could, you know, like, oh yes, I know them.
So don't forget to check out. We have a couple of close subs, like for example with Kat at the Nurse Flipper. She's looking to reach her 4,000 by her birthday tomorrow. See if we can help her get there. Hello and welcome and good morning to January House, Mr. Mike himself. Hello and welcome and happy Thanksgiving.
Hey,
my
Mike.
favorite brother song is Crazy. In the Midwest, used to blow bubbles during Crazy. Never heard of it.
So I'm guessing Kat turning 29 again tomorrow. Is that?
I'm sorry. What now?
Is Kat turning 29 tomorrow?
I think she's getting close to 30.
Oh, okay. I think it's 29. I'm pretty confident in that.
Okay. Let's see. There's telling Greg hello. Jennifer's putting everybody's links in as usual. She's so quick at it.
Nate, do you specialize in any niche market?
I was saying earlier, my favorite niche is whatever makes me money.
That's what a lot of people's response are. As long as I can make a buck on it. Yeah.
And like, I think there's stuff that I avoid, which some people go, oh, no, don't avoid that. That's a good category and all that. But I think it was Kat that I was talking to about glassware. And for me, it's not worth it. I don't want to go.
I was kind of like that with glassware too. But then I was talking to Nana Tink. I don't know if you ever talked to her.
Yep.
She's very knowledgeable in that. And then even Johnny was telling me a little bit about some of the names, because like I'll do local auctions and you get box lots. So I'm bidding on the stuff on top that I like, but on the bottom is all this glassware. And it's like, damn, a small like 9-inch or 8-inch cut glass is like 2 pounds. How am I going to ship that costly, you know? But like Johnny, who has the antique booth where that stuff, I'm sure, doesn't it go well there, John?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I learned so much about what's real cut glass and what's not real cut glass.
Yeah. I don't deal too much in glassware. If I do any glassware, I look for like Vaseline glass or Fenton or Murano glass. I don't really.
Murano I know about because we have some, because we bought some back from Venice. But now see, like Brandon, you're the perfect example. I always thought you were, because of your name, Lego Man. I always thought you were just Legos, and then you started bringing out the cards, and then I go on to Carol's, and you're doing brooches and stuff. So you're probably one of those. Anything I can make a buck on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
Because Brandon also does antique. He has an antique booth as well.
2.
2 of them.
You got to show them, Brandon. You got to show us some
I
video.
got a video there sometime.
Yeah, because if you don't, he will be on you until you do.
Yeah.
I want to say good morning, hello, and
city.
welcome to Two Hip Chicks. And don't forget, she will be live at 12 as usual every Tuesday and Thursday. Don't forget to check her channel out. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure you hit the notifications so that you won't miss any of her videos in the morning shows with her and Mary.
Yeah, outside of the bigger cities here, the malls like that just don't exist because real estate's just so expensive that if people own a big enough building that they're not doing something like that. So I think I've been to 1 or 2 in my life in Australia where having the booths and all that. It'd be awesome to have that inexpensive space to be able to sell other stuff you find along the way for good prices. But yeah,
especially when you're not having to ship it and or worry about the weight of it.
Exactly.
Never-ending saga. Kevin says the church best Aussie band.
Yeah, I think Cincinnati Pick is the best to sort of show how he'll be at a garage sale or a yard sale, as you guys call it, and he can sort of grab those quirky things and then just drop them off on his way past because and that's stuff that he normally wouldn't have bought. But it's like, oh well, it's only $5. I'll put it in the booth for $50, and next time around, oh yep, it's sold.
Yeah.
What do you find that, because you're on eBay or whatever, and eBay's different there than it is here? What's hot for you on eBay now in Australia?
Right now, I'd say it's still the media. Like that's the Blu-rays especially. That's what's ticking the most over out of everything that I've got listed. And that's when I was previously doing the 500 to 600 listings a week. It was mainly DVDs. I think this is 2008, 2009. So I think Blu-rays are a pretty newish thing back then. But video games, the occasional cassettes, records, wow. Anything like that is sort of what sells for me. And with Depop, obviously, I sell through a little bit of clothing, but it's on Depop. It's a bit of a hard slog that eventually I'll export a lot of them over to eBay once I've got a heap of listings. I've got really good quality stock that I've picked up around the place, but it sits on Depop and slowly sells through. Whereas I'm sure a lot of it, for the prices that I've got, if I moved it over to eBay at the same price, people would snap them up pretty quickly.
Wow.
So out of everything you sell, is there one thing you're specialized in, like a lot about?
Good question, Brandon.
I think for it's the local football jerseys for me, like on Depop. That's the one area that I really like to specialize in, and that's why we love traveling around to the small country towns, because that's what I pick up the most and like to sell on to people, that it's towns in the middle of nowhere, to pick up their local football jersey, and people just love getting that sort of stuff they would not be able to get anywhere else. And that's what I say to a lot of Americans. When you go to your thrift stores over there, and there's the local college teams and the local professional teams and the high schools, sometimes even, like that's stuff that other people don't have access to. So just because there's hundreds of them available to you doesn't mean that they're not, other people aren't seeking them. So it's one of those things where you got to work to what's available to you, that this stuff can be prized by other people.
Is your football or soccer?
Neither of those.
A little of both. They kick it, actually.
Well,
in the same game.
Normally people say, when you say football, do you mean soccer or do you mean gridiron, as we call it? And I'm like, no. And then they say, oh, so rugby, and it's like, no. Our main sport in my state is one called rugby league. It's a hybrid of rugby, but it's a very different sport. We just had every year Queensland and New South Wales, like my state versus our neighbouring state, which the border's about, I could walk to the border in 5 minutes. Like we're right on the border where we are, and it's a big rivalry. We play 3 games every year, and it's as intense a sport as you can imagine, and it always delivers. Like every time it seems to go right down to the buzzer. It's awesome, and it's something that you just look forward to every year, and it's sort of, I have memories of my dad growing up, and he was actually born in New South Wales, but is a Queensland supporter, or was a Queensland supporter through and through. So I sort of have memories of him, looking forward to the games and watching them with him. But yeah, so it's rugby league is our main one. But then there's also AFL over here as well. So
okay.
football can mean many things.
Right, exactly. Wow.
And that's the Australian Football League. So a lot of Australians, when they think of football, they think of that because it's the Australian Football League.
That's cool.
It's so cool. It's so cool to have the YouTube and stuff, to talk to somebody like you from another country and to learn different things.
But the similarities are also amazing too, that I can I was watching some it's one of my favorites, Retro Rick. I really love his channel, and he's like he has a $10 game challenge where he started with $10 and he's built up this amazing game collection from that $10. And he's at a thrift store looking for things to make money on, and like I can look at the shelves and be like, grab that, and I'll leave it in the comments. Don't look past them and all that. And for the most part, it corresponds that stuff that's worth something here is worth something there. Unfortunately, Wii Sport is one that never really spiked like it has over there. So in a lot of my videos, I won't buy Wii Sports, and Americans will be like, it's like $20, $30 right now. And it's like, not here. It's like $8.
What about Wii University?
I never heard of it.
Wii U. That's like rare and expensive here. How is it there?
I've bought some Wii titles. Wii U titles are worth a little bit, but it's so hit and miss.
That's it's very cool though to find that stuff out. So Johnny, what about you?
I don't really do too much on games, but if I do find something, I usually have Robert test it for me because I'm not familiar with any of the game or devices or things like that, but Robert is. So I'll always have Robert I'll ask him, can you check this out, make sure it works, tell me a little bit about it, that kind of thing. And I've already sold a couple of consoles just from him testing them and checking them out and telling me some things about it. But as far as buying it for myself, no, I don't do all that.
And does he ever say, you're not getting this back, I like it?
No, even if say I purchase something from someone and we get home and we test it, if he wants it, he'll turn on and just keep it. I'll put it as a gift or something off of my invoice, or he'll even pay me to put the money back into the business because I'm using money from the business to buy this kind of stuff. So he does.
Right.
Every now and then, if it's something he wants or likes or he doesn't have, he'll ask me, well, I'll take it. How much did you pay for it? And he'll put it back in the bank account for me, as far as paying it.
That's cool.
For that reason. Yeah.
That's cool.
Now I do have a question for Nate. What is the best or biggest flip you ever did since you've been doing eBay?
Most profitable or most overall?
Either are.
Recently it was a 50-cent cap that I actually picked up, and it's from rugby league, but it was back in the 1990s when they actually split into two different leagues, and one of them was owned by old Rupert Murdoch. And so that sort of stuff's a bit harder to find. So it was a 50-cent cap that I sold for $150. So I was quite happy with that markup. That was quite decent. It was right when the team had just won in the semi-finals as well. So I thought I've got to throw this up now and get some interest. And I thought in terms of overall profit or something, 50 cents into 150, I thought I was quite happy with that.
Right. Now, if somebody was just starting out, say somebody just trying to think about doing something on eBay, and they're coming out of channels and they're watching channels, what would be the one thing and I'm sure you'd have others too, but the biggest and one thing you would recommend as what you call those again, recommendation for somebody to do when they're first starting out doing eBay?
Well, but when I first got into being a full-time seller around, I think the early 2000s, and then got ramped it up like 2007, 2008. Coming back into it now, scan like the ability to do that with smartphones. Like I had to take so many chances back in the day. I had to just guess. Like I'd be out in the field. Like I would go around to about, because I didn't do a lot of op shops back then. It was mainly pawnbrokers that I would go to, just because a higher chance of finding a lot.
Right.
So, and plus they didn't price things as well back then, and then they started catching on to what people like me were doing. So I would just literally fill up my car with about $2,000 to $3,000 worth of stock every other day, and then just list like crazy, because I just had to gamble on everything. Whereas now, like that's why I always make the joke of, like the favorite thing I like to list is anything that makes money, because scanning is just so easy. Like it can be the most random thing, and you can go, oh, yep, that's got some money in it, so I'll take that.
Yeah, I know.
What program are you using?
What's that?
Right.
What program are you using? Amazon seller program?
Here for me, just the eBay app. I'll check that, and normally once I've decided I'm gonna, like, it looks like it's something that's worthwhile, then you always type it in manually. Don't just rely on the scan. But another, like I do a lot of videos once a week. I do one about a company called CEX. They're actually very popular in the UK. They have stores in Australia, and they're a good way for me that I can buy bundles of games and get rid of a whole heap. I can send them to them and get credit, and I just I enjoy that, and I'm doing less and less, because now I can sell a lot of the games individually. But they're actually a very good site for me as well, that I can scan a DVD or anything else that's got a barcode on it, that's media or video games and that sort of thing, and it'll give me a rough idea of, if I scan a DVD and it says that their buy price is 5 cents, then I know pretty much that it's useless. And plus, like normally you'll scan it and they'll have it in their shop for $2 that you can buy it. So it's like, well, I know there's no money really to be made there. And it's one of those things, a lot of Aussie sellers don't actually make use of it. When, like, I'll see stuff on CEX site for $3 with $3 post, and then people will have it on their eBay pages for $10, and it's like, you're sort of a bit overpriced there. Like anyone that goes to this shop can find it for half the price. But some people just seem to, that they get stuck in this loop of, I paid X amount for this item, post is this much, my markup is this, so I'm going to put it in my shop at this price, and just hope some drunken idiot comes along one day and buys it on a whim. Like that seems to be half their theory. Like I look through some people's shops and I'm just like, there's no bargains to be had here, which that's what half of, like, yes, there's people that are just shoppers. There's people that are looking for items to purchase because they want them. But there's also people that are looking for bargains. Like, occasionally the quick flip is all right to say, okay, well, I want to move these things on. So, I know people price them up and then they put them on sale and things like that. But there's so many things I look through people's shops and I'm like, there's not one good thing to buy here that I'm just like, well, that's a really good price for something that I didn't even know I wanted. So then that's what you want. You want those impulse buys that someone goes, that's awesome, I'll grab that.
Well, like Paul and I one day were having a conversation in the morning chat in reference to if you're sourcing and you're using the eBay app, and I see this a lot on some of the other channels I watch, where they're going to scan an item and then they look at it, well, it's listed for this much. Oh, I know I can get this much for it. But they fail to look at what's sold. It doesn't matter what somebody's asking. You have to go by what was sold, so you get an actual true idea of what these things are selling for. Whereas somebody who might have it listed, you don't know how long they had it listed for. But the second thing is, they're just asking for that amount. That doesn't mean they're getting that amount. And so people need to weigh when they're doing this with sourcing, is when you're checking those prices.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, jeez.
I guess eBay didn't like what he was talking about.
Yeah, Paul, you were on the show.
Wow, that was weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I always say that. Always make sure you look at what's sold, not what is asked for at the time of what they're listing it for.
Right.
But also a big thing that a lot of people don't look at too is what didn't sell. Like, yes, you could look up a sold comp and it's like, oh yeah, look, one of them sold for $20. But then you could look into the unsold part and there could be 50 of them that didn't sell for $22 and up. Yep. So yes, it looks good that one sold, but then it's like, oh, there's a lot that.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, there's just so many factors when looking at the pricing where I've seen some people that just price it because they're doing a video and said, okay, I know I can get this much for it. I know this is what it's listed for. I know this was, but the point is what didn't sell and what did sell. You know, anything can go, anybody can ask for anything on an item.
Are you, Nate, are you paying to list on more than eBay Australia? Like, are you paying more to list on eBay America or eBay UK or whatever?
For the most part, I don't have any of my listings available to other countries, but I think if an item is in demand enough, then you'll often get the message of someone saying, listen, I live in blah, blah, blah. Can you send it here? So then I'll look up that place individually. Then I'll add the postage. Like I picked up at a town about 40 minutes away from here. I picked up, I'm trying to remember what they were. Not windsurfing. It was some other, like the people that use the parachutes to like surf with, like
parasailing.
Yeah, like the ones that use like the actual big parachutes to actually pull themselves along in the water.
Parasailing.
It was pants for that, and like I picked up 2 pairs for $15 each, and I think one went to California and one went to like not in Mexico, but a sort of around that way sort of thing. So, and that's sometimes, on a specialist item like that, then you need to sort of be a bit more open to, who's looking for this random, like they're very expensive. Like I think the retail was about 180 to 220.
Oh, wow.
The 2 different pairs. So, they're very expensive things. But that, once again, that was scanning with the barcode scanner.
Yeah.
It's so important because it's something that, like I'm pretty sure that we could probably interview 1,000 people on here, and you're not going to find someone who specializes or knows about them.
Right.
But it's barcode scanner, and then you can learn something. Anything can be profitable.
That's true.
As long as you can fit it into an envelope, or
right. I also want to say hello, good morning to Just in Time Flipping and DC Sales in the house. Hello, good morning, and welcome, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Hoping y'all have a blessed day.
You're not on Australia is not on the euro, is it?
No. We've got our own dollar, and we actually our Australian mint. I think I don't want to get the numbers wrong and all that, but the Australian mint actually makes a lot of money for a lot of other countries. It's like a very well regarded company.
Oh wow!
I remember reading it once.
Can you get us some US dollars at a better price?
No. I wish when a couple of years back, I think it was up to about $1.10 US to our dollar, and I think I had about 2,000 in PayPal at the time. But I wished, at the time I was importing a lot of stuff. When I was doing the 500 to 600 auctions a week, I was actually buying a lot of things from one of the wrestling companies. Would actually do like weekly deals where they do like bundles of shirts and DVDs and all that.
Yep.
So I was pretty much getting a massive box every week from this company.
Wow.
And probably I was selling the shirts for a good profit at the time, but probably about 3/4 of them, if I just would have tucked them away into a couple of big boxes and pulled them out now, they'd be worth so much more, because a lot of those guys have gone on to bigger fame in the WWE. So
Johnny, there's a perfect person right here. One of my brothers now. He's into wrestling. I tell people that I like wrestling. I don't watch any sports because they're all fixed, but I'll watch wrestling.
I grew up watching wrestling. You're welcome, Just in Time.
So did you buy from when you were buying the wrestling? Did you buy from Wrestling Figures Inc.? Because he did a lot of his own stuff and custom stuff.
No, this is all through TNA, TNA's own shop.
Oh, okay.
Which actually,
they would have incredible deals.
Yeah, when they first moved over to 2 hours programming, this is going back 2007. I was actually there in Orlando for the first 2 episodes of that, so that was awesome. Had to line up half the day, and but got front row seats for that, and then got to meet a whole bunch of the wrestlers afterwards, like they all go to the same bar and all that. So that was
Yeah. Oh, so you
good.
went. You went.
Yeah.
I
been
did
there.
too, because I live. I'm 30 minutes away.
Okay.
And yeah, the same thing. We stood in line and waited, and we weren't that close. I didn't want to get that close because all the fanatics. And I'm not a young guy, but I liked it. It was cool, and they did have all their stuff out, and it was nice to see that the guys come out and meet people and things like that.
I want to say, Brandon, thank you for coming, and I hope you and your family have a great and happy Thanksgiving. Tell your mom we said hello.
Yeah, we'll do.
Don't overeat too much to where you're gonna have to sleep the rest of the day.
Yeah, Brandon, take care. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yep, you too. Bye.
Thank you. Later. Justin says, I'm challenging you to organize and hoarding capability, Carol. Maintain, teach what they need not to do. Teach them what not to do. Yes, indeed. Yeah, he's talking back and forth with Carol. So how are things as far as when you're out there sourcing? How hard is it for you there? And are y'all still in a lockdown?
Not here. Like we had the state border was an issue for a while there, and we couldn't go south. But yeah, like we purposely live on a farm. So lockdown for us was a breeze. Like we barely, we've got heaps of video games and board games, and we've actually got a disc golf course on our property. And so we were never bored. Like we had so much to do during lockdown, and I think some of the local shops here sold and all that. And that's when we first got into selling again, and started selling our own clothes and all that on Depop. So that sort of got me back into selling that way. And I've said this a few times, but my wife quickly learnt that my older, less than stellar clothing was actually worth a lot more than what hers were.
Oh, okay.
She was quite surprised at what some of mine sold for, and it was like, I buy good stuff. Like people, appreciate it. But that was like one of them was like a Chris Benoit shirt. So, that's something that people obviously can't find as much anymore. And shirts from wrestling events that I'd been to like 10 years earlier. My Michael Jackson tour shirt, I sold that one because that was it was old and faded, and I think that still got decent money.
Right.
I think that was from 1992, I think 93. So yeah, just sold through a whole bunch of stuff like that, and now I've probably got, I think I've got 1,200 listings on Depop now. So there's a lot of clothes here.
I thought Depop was only for media, only for CDs and albums and DVDs and stuff.
I think you're thinking of Declutter.
Could be.
Hello,
Depop.
good morning.
It's Instagram meets eBay.
To Bargain Effects Tommy, he's in the chat. Hello and good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Moonstone Mama, hello and Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Hello.
I still have my WrestleMania 3 program.
Okay.
That's getting on in age.
Well, that's so WrestleMania 3. That was the Silverdome, correct, in Detroit?
Yep.
Well, the WrestleMania I went to, 23.
Wow. Okay.
So that was in Detroit as well.
The Silverdome.
No, this is when it was the new one, the what's it, Ford Field.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when we went, it was the Silverdome, and we got there a couple of days early. We drove into Canada. It was cool. A couple of young guys.
Yeah, definitely an experience, and that was a big part of. Like I was living in just outside of Toronto at the time, and that was like about the first couple of weeks that I was living there, and I was over there on a working visa, and went for an interview about 2 weeks before and all that, and they said, is there any reason why you can't start right away? And I said, I could start any time and all that. So then they called me out and said, can you come on Sunday for your training? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm like, I'm here to go to WrestleMania. Like but that they didn't mind my brutal honesty, and I started the next day.
Oh wow,
That's cool. That's cool.
But it's like, no, I'm not. I'm not coming today. That's not going to happen. I'm not missing WrestleMania to start a. That's the beauty of Canada, and I'm sure the US is very similar. Is that part-time retail jobs are a dime a dozen. Like I left about 4 jobs while I was in Canada. Like if you didn't like it, it's just so easy to leave and find another one. Whereas in Australia, like it's works very hard to find.
Wow. Yeah, these days retail is easy, but then they get rid of half the people, if not more, come after the holidays, like January, the first week of January.
Yeah.
Unless you really prove your value.
Also, don't forget to help and get Bob Tommy 2.0, the bargain effect. He's 2 away from 600 subs. Let's see if we can get him over the 600 mark before the show today. Also, they're doing the Mass Singer. Anyone can join of any age, no matter what songs you want to sing. All the information is in that link that Jennifer just put in there. Or you can even go down to the description of this video, of all videos that I put out since last week, where all that information is in there for the link. You can check it out, what you can do, what you got to do, and the deadlines to put your videos in and all that good stuff if you're interested in wanting to be part of that Mass Singer YouTube style.
Do you see what Jennifer wrote?
Which one?
That right there. I mean,
if it kills
that
you.
commitment or what?
Yes, that's Jennifer for you, without a question and doubt.
That is very cool, Jennifer.
To break that 600 mark. I know how that could be sometimes, Tommy. But yeah, let's see if we can get him over 600. If you haven't subscribed to Tommy yet, The Bargain Effect, check out his channel. There's his link. Let's see if we can get him over 600 before the end of the show today. I love doing like a telethon to see how many we can get someone to before we end the show.
Yeah, we had one last week. One of the guys in Australia does like a weekly interview with a different reseller every week, and he wanted to get this girl. I think it was 200, but I could be wrong. But he wanted to get 50 likes on the video and wanted to get her to 200 subs by the end of it. And if we got to it, then he was going to wear a dress for his next interview, and that was earlier tonight. And he did the whole interview in a dress.
And 9 times out of 10, when you say something like that, because I know someone else who does that, they will make sure to get you to what you're asking for because they want to see you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're pulling in people. People are logging into their other accounts and making doing.
And that's another.
So how many are you at, Johnny?
I'm sorry, what?
What number are you at?
673.
670. So let's get Johnny to 700, and he will shave his beard.
Oh no, I won't.
Who? Not me.
That's right. I'm at 7,266 watch hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm at anymore. I shut everything off. I don't even want to be reminded.
I check it every morning just to see, basically, because I notice sometimes my watch hours, depending on how long it takes for my video to upload onto my channel. But like if I'm doing a video itself, I've been getting about, like in the first 15 minutes, I've had like 16 to 20 views for each video I've put out so far. And it's getting quicker within the first 15 minutes. And I'm trying to get to where no matter what video I put out, I'll try to get it to where it is at least the top 10 of my top 10 videos that I put out. So far it's been working.
So isn't your newest video in the top 10 all the time?
9 times out of 10, yeah.
Okay.
Let me see if it's in there now for the one I did this morning.
Robert said no way.
Yeah, I'm trialing doing the premieres every day just to sort of.
He's talking about the shaving of the beard.
Right. So what would it take? What would it take for you to shave you 1,000 subs?
I'm not going to do it.
When was the last time you had no beard?
4 years ago, I think it was. Maybe 3 years ago when I did a Medea video, a Medea show where I won. I was doing a fundraiser for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Right now, my video that just came out this morning in the first 3 hours is 7 of the top 10.
I think, speaking from experience and slowly getting up in age and all that, I think the whole idea of shaving your beard or shaving your head, there's always that worry that could be the time that it doesn't come back.
Yeah.
So this I don't have to worry about.
You don't want to invite that. you don't want to invite that to happen.
I know. Well, mine's leaving on its own, but like, I'm out of here.
And Kat, you don't have to worry about. I will stand my ground when it comes to somebody saying something like that. If I want to do something to get this, no, ain't gonna happen. I usually every year I used to shave it down like a trim, but never all the way off. From
Like
when
mine.
I went to Santa every year, I would dress as Santa.
I go as low as the what's his name from Duran Duran, George Michael. I do the George Michael look.
Okay.
I try to keep it that short.
Robert said, "Yeah, that sounds about right. About 3 or 4 years ago."
I don't think mine's been off in.
And the only reason I did it is because I was doing those fundraisers and I would dress up as Medea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mine hasn't been off since I got married.
Yeah, I love my beard. I keep it trimmed. I like the way I get it. I keep getting it to that little point in the front, and I keep it trimmed. Ain't gone nowhere. No matter what's at stake.
1,000 subs.
If you're normally wearing one, it needs to keep it. Yeah, you need to keep it. Yep.
I think I shaved it one time for my wife, and I came out and she was just like, no, that's not you. That's
Robert years ago, he only got his beard trimmed because he had a lot of dead ends and stuff. Other than that, he has not shaved his beard since 1990.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They're always intrigued.
I can't do the big.
He does a lot of beard oil and balms and stuff like that to keep it from getting dry.
Yeah. I can't do it. Even like today, it's itchy a little because it's hot outside.
Right. And don't forget, today, Kevin is doing the It's Never Ending Saga. He will be doing the all-day video live stream where anyone who can go into the chat, talk, say hello, whatever the conversation may get to. You're more than welcome. He said he's going to have it all day. It's not going to be that he's going to be sitting there all day, but if he hears or sees someone in the chat, he will go and chat with you in the chat if you go in there. He will be doing that all day for everyone that would like to go by and say hello.
And one important thing too, like when you it's good to get these the sub numbers up and all that. We all have subs and all that, but watch some of their stuff, or else they lose you as a sub. Like overnight, all of a sudden you'll lose 10 people and all that because YouTube goes, none of those people have watched your video, so they actually delete them. So
we had that conversation, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. It's very important that you either watch the video, even if it's for the first 10, 15 seconds. So if you don't like it, then that's fine. But don't forget to do the thumbs up and leave a comment, because that all helps with you even just going in there and then playing the video for just a few minutes as well. Every little bit helps when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to walk away from your laptop and just leave someone's channel running for
I do that a lot.
Yeah. That helps each and every person. That helps them. You're basically, or you're not giving them money, but you're basically giving them currency. You're giving them something that's actually of value. Correct. Just by leaving your computer running and playing their videos. Like,
that's a great advice.
You can help another person by doing nothing, like burning a tiny bit of power. Which, if you're using your phone, I think I read the number. It was for like how much power your phone uses a year. It's like less than $2 or something in terms of actual power to keep your phone running for a year. So.
Yeah.
Right. I lost 10 subs just in the last week.
And it's going to happen because if more people are subbing to you but not going back and watching any of your content, then that's where it's hurting. Right. And like Perini says, you just never know what comments mean to us. In her case, too, at Perini. I enjoy all the comments, and I'll go back and reply to each and every one of the comments. Just a thank you, great, whatever the case may be, just something small. Enjoyed the contents, keep up the good work, just something to keep their morale going.
I love when people also talk about like your editing or some things like that, to say, even if they don't like the content, like I've got a friend who has no interest at all in reselling and that, but he watches my video and he'll just say comments about, I like the editing there. I like what, you've made that change or you did that. So people just like that as well. Of if it's something they did that you thought was awesome, like mention that.
Right. Now, hello and welcome to Bluegrass Picker. Anthony, hello, welcome and happy Thanksgiving. Jennifer says, I've been on YouTube for 2 years. Cool.
Wow. Yeah, I looked at that when you had talked about your anniversary. I did look at that on mine. and I think it said I did my first video January of 2007.
Yeah, if you go back to your videos, all your videos are going to be there. Whether you did a live or you did a pre-recorded, if you go to the last one, you'll know what day you started, because it'll stay in your video files. Let's see. Also, don't forget today at 12, Two Hip Chicks, Dawn and Mary, will be going live.
Morning.
Everyone will be on all day after the show. That he will go live on his channel for you. The comments went with the comments I wrote above it. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Even though you make a comment, even if it's something, I always ask for suggestions, thoughts, comments, and if you like the video, if you didn't, why? Because I want to hear if I have something to change, and if somebody has ideas, I'm up for it.
For me, it's finding that mix of, like, when I go to op shops or garage sales or thrift stores and yard sales, as you guys put it, it's a tough line between, if I'm in there for 10 minutes, do I just keep the camera rolling because people want to see everything, or I like to speed it up a little bit, or do you just show the highlights of what you found? So yeah, it's just finding that mix that works for you, and what people like to see and all that. So it's good to get feedback.
When I watch somebody's video, especially when they're sourcing, and I'm screaming at the TV, "Oh my God, you just passed that up. That's really worth some money." And I'll type it in the chat. You passed this up. You might want to check that out, that kind of thing. So that helps when you're commenting in the videos, no matter what it is, how small it may be, because they may not see it. Because I know for a fact, I'm in some places where I'm videoing, and I look at the video myself, I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I passed that up."
Yeah. For me, that doesn't work because, like for me, I might be in an op shop that's 4 hours away. So if someone says, "Oh, you missed that really awesome thing," it's like,
I can't go back and get it.
That's good to know that I missed out on that $1,000. That's
yeah. Have you seen Anthony's video? He wears a backpack, and he has the camera mounted, the GoPro or whatever GoPro one he uses, mounted on his. And then he bumps into a shelf, and it's like you're doing this while you watch, and it's like, oh,
yeah, exactly.
Well, one of my earlier videos, we actually tried to do a range of things, and we actually strapped our cheaper GoPro onto the top of our dog, and so we got him all set up and all that, and his mate from next door was also hanging around, and he took off beyond the fence, so our dog chased him, and he ducked under the fence low enough for his body, but not low enough for the camera. So the vision of just the camera just bang and then falls onto the ground and he leaves it behind.
But that would make a funny video. That would probably get a lot of hits.
Yeah. My funniest video that I always catch myself jumping is when Resale does the jumping over the pond. And then Nikki T's in the background laughing. It's every time he does it, I want to jump with him when he's at that point of jumping over the little lake or pond or whatever it is.
Oh, wow.
You haven't seen that before?
No.
Yeah,
no.
Resale has it in his intro part of his video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been actually tempted to do a follow-up to, it was a week and a half ago, I went to a small town that did like a town-wide sale. Mm-hmm. And it was a town that's a little bit of hippies that moved to this area just to sort of, like their houses are cheap and, people that just have stuff all over their yards and all that. Like it was a bit unkept, a bit rough and all that, and a lot of them hadn't even.
We call that the hood.
Yeah. But in a smaller town, so this is just people that want to just smoke drugs and not do much else, and so a lot of them hadn't even set up their sales yet because it's Saturday morning, so a lot of them won't even be out of bed yet, and it's like, but it's listed as 8 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock now. If you're running a garage sale, it's time to put on your big boy pants and wake up early and do it. Exactly. So, but I'd messaged this person about 3 days before, and I said, I'm looking forward to it. I'm coming down. I've got a very, very small YouTube channel, but I'm going to cover it and all that. And apparently the town is angry at me.
Oh, wow.
and annoyed that I didn't get permission, even though I said, I'm bringing my camera. And she said, sounds awesome. What's your channel? So, and this is, so people are like worried about the invasion of privacy and and that I had my even though it's like literally, like you said, on the backpack right here. It's not a hidden camera inside my cap. Like it was right there. I never hid the fact. If anyone asks, I tell them the truth of what I'm doing and all that. And I was advertising their sale. It wasn't my fault that their sale, absolutely sucked. Like I wanted it to
I
be
do
good.
it. I wear the harness on my chest where I have the camera on the harness. That way my hands are free, and while I'm doing things and somebody sees it, I'll tell them. I have a small YouTube channel. I go around and showing what I buy and sell and find, and then flip them on eBay. And the first thing they're going to ask, you have a YouTube channel. And then all of a sudden you find them wanting to come and watch your channel because you're telling them a little bit about what you're doing. So I'm not ashamed to say it. I'll be the first ones to hand out my business cards. Here's my channel. Here's my eBay store. Check it out.
Are we tempted to actually get like that and leave them behind? Like once you're done with the sale, just leaving it on the table. So then they later and go, oh, thanks for having me. Just let you know if you want to check out your garage sale or show up soon on our channel, sort of.
Yeah.
If it's a good one that you actually didn't just glaze over and like exactly. the garage sales I went to on the weekend. I think there's about 4 or 5 in a row where I just sort of go around in about 10 seconds very fast, and you just see like zip, zilch, nada. Like for the 20 or 30 I went to, there were quite a number where I only bought one thing or two things, or sometimes absolutely none.
Perina says she would die if she was on camera. One of the things that I do is if somebody is in conversation with me about why I'm doing a camera or why I'm videoing it, I let them know what I'm doing, because if they tell me, no, I don't want to be on there, when I do my editing, I will edit their face out with a blur or do something to protect that person if they do not want to be on camera. Let's see. Robert says, I've made a few brief appearances in Yes, he has. We did a large neighborhood watch video, and that's what it's titled, 20 plus garage sales. And in every port of me getting out of the car, going to the next house that we were going throughout this neighborhood, you will see Robert before me, ahead of me getting into the garage sale before I get there. And everybody says, is that Robert? Is that Robert? That's Robert. So if you ever want to see Robert in that video, Jeff, check out the one that says 20 plus garage sales. And how long?
It's funny. I was talking to someone the other day about that with the GoPro camera and how you use it and all that. And I said to them, the best feature I love is the voice controls, because then it's definitely recording or not recording. And the person's like, voice controls? And I'm like, yeah, it's like the best feature, because you just, as you're walking up, GoPro start recording, beep, it's recording.
Get it?
And then when you're done, GoPro stop recording.
What GoPro you have?
If you're relying on the button, you don't know half the time if it's recording or not recording.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if mine has that. I don't have.
What GoPro you have?
Which one do you have, Nate?
I've got an 8.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, the 8 just went on. The 8 just went on sale today too.
The 9.
Yeah, I've got a 7.
I have the knockoff version, or whatever you call it.
Okay.
That is it was rated just as good as the GoPro, because it is 4K and all that. But yeah, I don't know about the voice control.
It's just so, and also when I've got it on my dashboard when I'm doing like time lapse videos and all that. So we'll have it like doing a time lapse as we drive all the way to a city. And then I say GoPro stop recording, and then GoPro start recording, and then it starts recording in video. So then it's just a seamless change to then we can say, well, we've arrived. So you don't have to let your hands on the screen.
How do you do that to set it up for your voice control? Because I have that same GoPro.
It's part of your menu. It's when you go to the settings and all that. It's voice. It's one of those things that
set it up on the app on your phone or on the camera itself.
On the camera.
Okay, I'll have to check into that.
You can control yours with your phone, Johnny?
Yeah, mine is connected to my phone. I can actually manually do it and watch, and I can also see, like when I have my camera, I have that strap that basically my camera will sit about right here on my chest.
Yeah.
And what I do is I'll go on my phone, and you got the download of your app of the GoPro, and then I can actually control it. Like if I turn my camera on itself, even when it's on a tripod, I can go to my camera to the app, and then I'll actually open it's called GoPro, just the app itself. So you download it, and then when you open it, it'll say connect, and it basically is going to look like this. Connect your GoPro.
Yeah.
And then when you hit connect the GoPro, it'll actually turn the camera on if I'm doing it that way as well.
Can you see on the app what you're filming?
Yeah.
Yep.
When it does this,
Oh, that's awesome.
It's gonna set up like this. It's gonna open and connect to your camera. Once it's connected, when you hit, it says right in the middle of it, it says enable preview. You see right in the center of it?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's probably why they came out with the 9 with the screen in the front.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you see it says enable preview?
Yep.
When you tap on it, now right now I'm not in the front of the camera,
Right.
but if I was, it's setting it up now.
It'll show you what you're filming.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get it so you can see.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then once you see it, you can adjust your camera. If you're not in the center of the camera or anything like that, you can action in the little round circle at the bottom right there.
Yep.
When you hit that, you'll start recording whatever it is you're wanting to record, and you'll see exactly what you're recording.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if mine will do that.
But
I don't know.
you have to download the app for that.
You can use yours as a webcam also, right?
Yes. Oh no, I can't. No, not the GoPro 8.
You can't?
I'm pretty sure you can with just a download on your desktop.
I've tried it and it won't let me do it.
Really?
Yeah, I've tried multiple ways of doing it, and that's why I got a different Logitech camera.
You need to be able to
Have that feature, Paul. Yeah, I'm looking at it now, Tommy 2.0.
I don't.
People were in my chat the other day talking about Bargain Effect. I says, I don't know who Bargain Effect is. All of a sudden, he came in the chat. I says, that's Tommy. No, that's Bargain Effect. I said, oh, okay.
He said you should have the app feature on your phone, Paul.
Yeah, I gotta.
You're gonna have to download it in your app store.
I'm surprised the amount of people that don't use the voice controls. For me, that's the same. I love that fact. Yeah, like just when as I'm walking into a shop or I'm walking into a garage sale, it's just GoPro start recording.
I'm gonna have to check that out because I like that feature.
Getting it to stop sometimes is annoying. When I'm doing my editing, I have to go through so many times where it's me saying GoPro.
Voice prompt. I think that's voice prompt.
I'll have to check because my camera's over there. My camera picture station.
Yeah, I think who is it? Best Buy, I think, has the GoPro 8 bundle with all these things for $299.
That's what I got mine from the bundle.
Yeah, it seems to be a
good GoPro 9 bundle that I saw on the GoPro American site for the 9. Like it's a really that's on sale right now, exclusive at Best Buy. You get, I think Robert said 3 something, and you get a $50 gift card through Best Buy when you buy it.
That's not bad because the GoPro 9 has the screen in front, so you can see, like if you're doing selfies.
That's the only thing I don't. The one thing I do not like is that when you're doing selfies or doing something, you got to be behind it to see it because you can't reverse it.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, does yours? Right. Now, does yours, like mine, and Tommy must have the same camera I have. When I'm filming, or if I have this on my gimbal or whatever, after a while of filming, the screen shuts off, and I have to hit a key to turn the screen on. Yours does the same thing?
Yeah. That's why I use the app on my phone, because I can constantly watch it, even though that happens.
Right. Because that's something
that lasts longer.
Yeah.
In the settings, you can make it so the screen timeout is longer, but then it'll burn your batteries a lot quicker, which those things for batteries are just...
That's why you have to have a second battery at all times.
Well, what I have been doing is I take the cord with me, and now my vehicle has a USB, so I charge it in between, so it's like my battery's always charged.
And usually I have a backup battery that I bring with me just for that reason. That way I can constantly use it when I'm running low on my battery. Robert said Best Buy has it for $399, and that's the GoPro 9 with the $50 gift card exclusively from Best Buy.
So that's $350. And normally the camera alone is $499, right?
Yeah. But usually with the $50, you'll be looking at $149. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, when I go to a whole lot of garage sales like I did the other day, I actually keep my backpack on the whole time because there's nothing in it. So I'll hop in the car and then I literally will plug the plug into my GoPro and just have it charging on me as I drive to the next one.
Yeah, because you can also use one of those portable battery chargers that you can charge on too.
You could do that.
Right,
Yeah,
a
just have it
charge
running
bank.
down.
That's what I bring with me when I'm on the go as well too. But
And I would like to mount it, because there's a couple of people, like I used to tell Jimmy all the time, Jimmy old school flips.
Yeah.
I said, man, you're looking at the product with one hand and it's hard to maneuver because you're holding the camera in the other hand. That's why I like when Anthony does it, his camera is mounted and he's got both hands so he could look at every piece of merchandise.
I'm going to find a phone charger. I'm going to run out of battery.
Okay, I'm going to show you what I use because I got this in the kit. Basically, it's a strap you put around your body.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then you basically do the body, this snaps in place. And then when you put the camera here, and you have this on your chest, and this is basically on your breastbone.
Right.
This will definitely be part of it where you don't have to use
people's breastbone
to hold it. Huh?
Some people's breastbone.
Well, it'll be right in the middle of your chest. And when you do that, and usually I put this under my shirt, whatever I'm wearing for that day. And what I like about it, it's almost like a harness. And that's why I put this under my shirt. And you can adjust it however you want.
You put it under your shirt, you said?
Huh? But I put it under my shirt, yeah. That way the first button will be right underneath the hip right here.
And you just...
My hands are free. And I can do everything I need to do and touch things and look at things while I'm videoing.
So you just poke the camera through your shirt?
Yeah, like I'll take the button until there's right at the bottom.
Yeah.
And say this was actually...
Right.
I'm going to have to do this because when you snap it, I basically have it to where this is right under my open right here.
Yep.
It's under the shirt. That way I still have my hands free. And you can still see the camera because you can adjust it.
Right.
But then I use my actual camera on the phone from the app to actually see what it looks like while I'm moving around. Because then you can take the camera and adjust it to where you're still going to have direct contact. Because I see some people have it either too far down or too far up. And what I try to do is keep it eye level. And if I need to adjust it a little bit down, I can look at the app on my phone and adjust it accordingly.
That's cool. Oh, yeah, because if you're holding it here, you're not going to be able to see what's filming.
Right. That's why I use the app on my phone, and I can watch it every now and then and look and see, make sure I'm still in focus or in frame.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check mine out more to see if it does all that, because those two things, like just the voice, start recording. That's a good feature.
I like that feature. There. Yeah. There he goes. He's going to show you.
I've got 100% battery on it. So you what? Everyone's watching?
Yeah.
GoPro start recording.
So you do have to have it on.
GoPro stop recording. Easy as that.
That's
awesome. You have to have the camera on when you first start, right?
Yeah, it's got to be on.
Yeah. Okay. That's why.
Yeah, this was an op shop buy. 50 cents.
Wow.
And then it's one of these that.
A monopod?
I have the exact same one that came with my kit.
Yeah, this is 50 cents at a thrift store, so I was quite stoked with that. But yeah, the voice controls, it's just so easy there.
I like that.
GoPro start recording. GoPro stop recording.
Yeah, damn, I like that.
I'm gonna have to check mine and set it then.
I think it's we'll go down. Preferences, voice control.
All right, I'm gonna have to do that when I get off the. I'm gonna definitely do that.
And you can even
solo box.
I think it's gonna work. It's not gonna be clear. We can actually do wake on voice as well, so you can set it up so it actually wakes up.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, right.
So you'd have it completely off and then tell it to turn on. So yeah, that's.
I like that idea. I didn't realize. I'll have to check into mine. One of the most important things about action cameras is the image stabilization. Yeah.
Yeah, I use mine all the time.
Yeah, GoPro cap. These are all the voice commands. GoPro capture, GoPro stop capture, GoPro start recording, GoPro stop recording. It just started.
It's like Alexa.
Yeah.
It's GoPro stop recording.
Just like Alexa, whenever somebody's on the video live and they're talking about it and they're saying something with Alexa, and then ours go off in the house and all of them are making this almost the same comment that they're asking on the video.
Yep.
Oh, there's lots of gaming ones as well where there's a voice code for Xbox, and people set up their username to be this. So then, kids will be playing the game and they'll be like, Xbox shut down. No.
Yeah.
And their whole system shuts down. This charger's not charging. I don't know why. There we go. Plug my charger in, then it stopped charging.
Yeah. I always make sure my batteries are fully charged before I start recording anything before I leave. That way my batteries are fully charged.
I do that, and then I keep it charging in the car. Just
right. I do have my portable battery charger that I'll bring with me, just for that reason as well. Because you just never know how long it's going to take before you turn it back off again.
Okay, now it's not. It's angry at me, but I've actually got. The batteries that you sort of have a different number of them for your power tools and that. If you've got cordless power tools, I've actually got one that clips onto the tops of those batteries. So I can take a really small one if I want. And it's got 2 USB outlets, so I can take my biggest battery, and then it's got, like the same. And that was like $14.95 to buy that, to click to those batteries, which I've got like 6 different ones. So rather than having a dedicated power bank, I thought $15, then I can just attach it to, if I'm hiking up the mountain, I can just take a small one. If I'm going away for a day, then I can take the big one. So
let's see the question coming up. What's the name of the camera you use that you attach to your computer, laptop, or video? That's called a webcam. Right,
but I'm sure you can use the GoPro, because I can use this. I can use my camera to use as a webcam. It's just you need the webcam app.
Yeah, as far as I know, I've tried many different ways, and there is no feature for me to use it on my phone as a webcam.
Do you have a USB-C on your laptop?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that might be the key one of doing a USB-C to USB-C.
Right, that's what I have to do. I have to just get the connection and put it into my mini USB to put it into my USB, and I can use it as another webcam.
I'm going to check that out.
This is one of the funny features of a GoPro. So this little thing they put on the battery, get out of the way. So there's
the little tab. Yep.
The first time I own an older one, a GoPro 3. The first time you put the battery in the wrong way, you're very thankful that they put these tabs on them, because I could not get the battery out. So that little thing that they added was genius.
Yeah, I love that little tab.
Yeah, I did the same thing with mine.
Yeah. You wonder why they exist until you do the wrong thing, and then it's like,
exactly. I've done that at the beginning too. She says, what camera are you guys using now? I'm using a Logitech webcam HD
922.
I'm on a Galaxy Note 9.
Oh, you're using your phone?
Yes.
Well, Iris, have a great evening. Get some rest, and thank you for coming and visiting with us for this Thanksgiving Day, and hope you get a good night's rest.
But I did get a new laptop in the mail today. They actually left it down at the mailbox, which was very annoying when that's like 500 meters from the house. And I've also ordered a new microphone, because I did a live interview last week and then I watched it back and the sound was just terrible. So I thought, nope, I'll get a decent laptop, and then I've got the good microphone coming, so I'll be able to set up a little bit better. Right. The problem is though, like at 2:30 in the morning, like where the laptop will be is actually right next to where my wife would be sleeping right now. So I might I've got the older laptop might come out here. The microphone itself will be quite movable, but the laptop will sort of not be as movable. But yeah, if I decide to start chatting away live 5 meters away from where she's sleeping, she won't be very happy with me.
Exactly. Hello and welcome, Dan the Answering Man. Hello, and welcome, and happy Thanksgiving to you too as well.
I can get away with it.
It's getting to that time where I want to make sure we're off before Dawn and Mary go on at 12. And don't forget that Kevin, Never Ending Saga, will be on live the rest of the day on his channel as well. Don't forget to pop in and chat with him for a little bit, and make sure you subscribe to him, and see y'all on the next show. And again, as I always say before each and end of all our shows, love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another until we meet again in another chat. God
Nice
bless.
meeting you.
Same here, Nate.
Don't go nowhere,
Nice
Nate.
meeting you too.
And have a blessed day, and hopefully y'all enjoy your day with your families. And again, don't forget, if you're having someone that you know that's going to be by themselves for the day, reach out to them with a Zoom. It is going to be free, no time limit today, and that way you can have a virtual meeting, meet dinner or lunch with someone that is by themselves. Till next time, God bless.